Alrighty, hello Noah and Seprin. Audio okay? Good morning, Landon. Alright. Good morning, Homely. How are you? Hoping for an Out of Dark package myself. Awesome. Well, good deal. Hopefully you know what's in it, because I don't know what's in this, actually. In fact, I really don't know what's in any of this right now. All good? Excellent. Good deal. All right. Okay. Audio is good. Awesome. Mystery. Yes. All right. So let's start with this guy, because I don't know anything about it. There's no... It just says from California. But I don't know what the heck that means. So... It's a square box, and has a nice clunk to it. So let's see what that is. Homely Foxfire parts. All right. Oh, that's nice. Nice kind of a vinyl box. Ah, okay. Okay. All right. Greetings from Sweden. Well, greetings as well, Alexander. Okay, this is a optic thing from, I think it's NF Strike. They contacted me and said, like, I hadn't heard anything from them for a long time, and then I got a contact from a different representative, and they said, hey, we want to review this thing, and it was a some kind of gargantuan long-range scope thing, like actual rifle scope kind of thing, but it had like weird mounting brackets. It wasn't Picatinny, and I was like, yeah, I don't know if that's really going to be marketable for the people I associate with, but that's cool. How about something different? How about something like this? And he's like, okay. So it's kind of a optic guy. It's very basic. Red, green deals. Very lightweight, like deceptively lightweight, not plasticky lightweight. It is tin of some kind, but interesting. Well, what the heck? Let's see what we got here. This isn't going to be official review stuff, but this will be just investigative. Got some different deals here. Tunk, tunk, tunk. Select the different style, and then it's just got a red button, off and on apparently, and a green button off and on, which is kind of neat. So, adjust that way, adjust that way. Battery, all right. Noah has a question. What can I do if I don't have the motivation to finish projects? Well, that's pretty typical. I mean, I have a wall right there of projects. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 or so projects that I have not completed. When I lose motivation for a project, I set it aside and move on to something else, whether it's actually like lost motivation altogether, or if it is just, you know, sometimes it's temporary, sometimes you just lose heart in a project. I do have a video, one of my older videos on Modder's Block, basically what happens when you have a project and the inspiration stops coming. You can view that if you'd like. It's not super duper helpful, but it's more of a conversation starter than anything. But, you know, Sepron says some people sell their projects to other modders. Yes, I have actually given a project to somebody else, and I have received projects from other people. So sometimes you have a start of a good idea, but just lack the motivation to finish it, and sometimes somebody else loses motivation, but you see what they're after, and you know, you have maybe not the motivation, but you have a good vision for it. I actually have a project I haven't started yet that I got from Prickly's Nerf Mods, which it's going to wait its turn, but I'm kind of excited to get into that. What a good day to have early morning insomnia. Oh boy. Well, yeah, I went to bed at 12, woke up at 1, and then had a hard time going back to sleep, and then woke up again at 4:30. Alarm went off at 4:30, and I was just already awake, so I'm like, okay, whatever. Did I not put enough batteries in? Is this some kind of greedy battery? Did I put it in backwards? Should I read the instructions? There we go. Okay. Good heavens, does this really take 3 batteries? I thought they just gave you spares. Boy, that's what I get for not reading the E-instructions. So there's instructions, blah blah blah. There's things and buttons and adjuster deals. That's cool. Okay. Power. No, specifications 1 power, 1X. Okay, mounting. It's powered by 3 of those. Good grief. Okay, well, so they're not generous in giving you extras. They're just giving you enough to power the darn thing in the first place. Good morning, Brett. How are you? Brett, I saw your picture of you with Luke out of darts doing your Thanksgiving thing, and I realized you guys look like you're related in that picture, which is weird for everybody. So I don't really want any more information than that, but I'm just making an observation. And thank you very much for on the 5,000 subs. I guess that's old news for veteran YouTubers like yourself. But I appreciate it. Sepron, has anyone ever done a Rapid Strike Centurion integration? Surely someone must have. Yes, I have one hanging on the wall right there. In fact, what the heck? I think I got it out a couple times, and in fact, it was on my Ragnarok recap, and I think I got it out on the last stream. Hey, okay, we got action now, boy. Switchy, 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 switchy. Well, that's pretty neat. I don't know if you guys can see that. Just gonna wave it around over in front of the camera. Whee! Hey, there you go. Okay. Anyway, that's pretty cool. Well, neat. It certainly seems built pretty solidly. It doesn't have that kind of Chinese wiggle to it. So, okay. Well, that's interesting. Okay, clever. Gotcha. Okay. You push the button, and it gives you the dim, and then you click it again, it gets brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter. Oh my gosh! Or you can switch to green, does the same thing, but then you push both, bloop, and that shuts it off. So that's cool. Okay, I thought it was just like a click on, click off, but instead it's a click on, and then gets successively brighter with each push, and then goes back to dim, turn them both, push the buttons both, and it shuts off. That's pretty cool. Okay, well. Brooknerfing, can I change from red to green? Yes. Has a G and an R, and very explicit directions there saying, turn this on for red, turn this on for green. So, and the green is a nice vibrant green. I do like looking at the green more than the red. I do have another, I don't personally, but a customer of mine has a red dot sight similar to this, different design though, that I am using on a blaster there just to basically keep it from getting clunked around in a box somewhere. This does seem to be a bit more of a vibrant color, which I do like. So cool, there'll be more testing on that. Brett, I make actual videos. Well, you make videos too, I guess. I mean, I guess that's what those are. Okay. Not made of Chinesium. It doesn't seem to be, Alexander. It's, I don't know what the heck brand it is. It doesn't have any external markings. Instructions there. It's just like, hey, instructions. Nobody really claims it. Nobody has their name on it anywhere. So I'm sure it's some kind of knockoff-ish of something. If I recall, it was like 25, 30 bucks. I think it was less than that. It was, I think, 25. I think it was 25 bucks or so. There again, just like with the rest of the prices, they fluctuate. But it does seem like solid. So that's That's looking good. I'm appreciating that. Edgar, good morning, or good whatever. What the heck? Over there? What is it over there? Is it evening for you? Alec. Good morning, Alice. Good morning. It's still morning over there. Afternoon, early afternoon for you. So, Sepron, profile of that site. They sent me this for review, so once this is reviewed, which ought to be pretty soon because I don't have any real other videos coming up in the immediate future, there'll be a link to that, so stay tuned. Edgar, good whatever is appropriate. Okay, well that's kind of how I'm feeling right now as well, based on my schedule the last couple of days. So this is Chris. You're still here. Yeah, Chris is here. You said you sent me something. I assume it's this then, because I don't recall ordering anything from Out of Darts. And this came from Buff Daddy. So I don't know what the heck this is. So we're going to find out together. But I'm going to say thank you in advance. And it is... Holy smokes! Okay. Wow. Okay. Flywheels. Cyclones. Blaster Parts wheels. Bulldogs. Okay. And... motors? No? Yeah, feeling like motors, more and more like motors. Okay, cool. Oh, hey, okay. Krakens, very nice, very nice. Last. Fang revamps, cool. Whoa, okay, what do we got here? Is this just a, okay, OFP 42.5. Cool, very nice, very awesome. And a 42.5 there. Okay, these, are these Strifish? They don't look quite Strifish, but I'm not familiar with the pattern of the OFPs. So, Chris, if you're there, if you wanted to give me a quick rundown, I assume they're Strife because everybody buys Strife parts. But yeah, Blaster Parts wheels are very underrated in my opinion. Oh, and wait, is this gonna tell me what this is? This parts belongs to OFP. Okay, cool. So 2 Strife cages. Excellent, because I have, well, everybody has Strife and Rapid Strike builds everywhere. But no, that's good to have because I only had one. Do I have one more? No, I used that. So yes, excellent. Yeah, Blaster Parts wheels are slightly undersized, which means they don't have as much crush, but they also have less, what do you call it, rotating mass or whatever, so they spool up quicker, just because there's less mass hanging out. It's like running a smaller diameter clutch, gives you a better spool up on your car, or, you know, for like performance clutch type stuff. So, excellent. Thanks, very cool card, and a nice sticker. So, alright. Okay, Bray. Something I should send you if I ever get around to it. Yeah, I know that feeling. That's cool, though. Hey, I appreciate it, whatever the heck it is. Chris, fairly sure they're Strife. Yes, confirmed on the little manifest, whatever you want to call it, receipt. Strife Rapid Strike, thank you very much. Yes, was there a plan here? Did you have something in mind, or were you just itching to buy things and were like, hey, you should have things? Because I did have a decided shortage of wheels, as a matter of fact, and so I do appreciate the heck out of that. Yes, it would be, well, it wouldn't be hilarious if they weren't Strife, because I do have other things that take cages, of course, so I'm sure I would find a use for it, whatever the heck it is. BP wheels are smaller, but you can get over that with a narrower cage. Yes, you can compensate. You can kind of find a happy medium in between using the smaller wheels and then just a little more crush, or if you need to kind of tune things in a little bit and have a little less crush effectively, then depending on what your application is. I actually have a pair of these in the cam, I believe, with 42.5, so it got me kind of basically 43. So I was able to run the smaller wheels, and it runs on Michelle 2.0s, So it gets pretty good spool up for what it is, with being a lower powered blaster and everything. So that worked out really well. So it is a good option to have. And I think I didn't know Out of Darts carried them. I know Containment Crew carried them. So it's good to know somebody on the west side over here does have those. Okay. So Krakens, I do have, I've of course run Fengars and Michelle's on a lot of things because I do like the 2S because you can run a smaller pack and it's a smaller profile. You don't have to plan around battery space as much. But I have been itching to use Krakens because I heard them on something. Somebody had them on something that I heard and I thought, man, that sounds really cool. So yes, I'm anxious to run those in something. I haven't quite decided what yet. I think the initial plan was to facilitate. Okay, gotcha. Okay, Chris. Yeah, we can rock that. I think I've got the Containment Crew cage in there right now, so we can throw a couple of those in there. I ran what the heck is it? It's Michelle 2.0, or no, it's Fangs in there. I think it's Fangs in there. I think. So I guess Krakens, and you say where are you? Kind of went nuts throwing it. Yeah, I understand that feeling. But no, I appreciate it. Like I said, I've been a little short on wheels anyway, so that works out quite well. Little talk in the chat about printed flywheels. Some people use them. That's interesting. I don't think I have the testicular fortitude to run, you know, anti-personnel grenades in the blaster that I'm going to be holding next to my face. But some people are edgier than I am, and I'm okay with that. Okay. Okie dokie. Are people picking on Alice? Let's be nice, people. This is a happy place. This is a package from Buff Daddy. I was going to originally buy a blaster from him. It was going to be a fairly interesting little project for the channel. But then he contacted me and said, hey, by the way, you can get the thing actually cheaper from the source. It was just a shipping issue. So he said, go ahead and do that. I'll just go ahead and ship you this modified cage. And so I was expecting a package about the size of a cage. And I have a package about the size of a blaster that goes kind of clunky. So I'm not really sure what's going on right now. Ed Scar have digs of both Mr. Nathan and Bray coming in future videos. That's okay. We'll get you back eventually. So what do we got here? It is a... What the heck? You sent it anyway? Oh. Golly. Okay. Okay. Is this where somebody puts the caption that says, like, visible confusion at the bottom? Because if you could see me, I would be visibly confused. So. Alright. Alex, what the heck are you doing? Well, welcome aboard, acting on behalf of Make Test Battle. So, okay. Okay. So I guess I'm going to have another one of these coming. So... I don't know what this is. Is this the special thing? Magazine. Darts. Fancy magazine. It's a zigzagazine. Ha ha ha. I just made myself laugh. Oh. It's gonna be a long day. Dog won't even look at me. Okay, so what we're looking at right here is quite an interesting specimen, and I'm really confused because it's in a Hasbro box, but it's obviously not Hasbro product, but yet it fits just quite well in there. So I'm really confused. So bear with me as I sit here being confused. What we have is a Blaze Storm cam-style knockoff thing. And Buff Daddy got a hold of this, a mess of them actually. And one of them was a dart magazine, or regular dart firing blaster. The other one was a weird would-be chaos, had like it was a rival blaster with a rival cage. This one apparently has a rival cage as well, with a weird proprietary chaos-esque magazine, but it was semi-automatic, so it had a weird goofy ratcheting multi-fingered pusher thing. The original plan was to take this, since it has a rival-style cage, and to modify it with like an Apollo magwell. So it's basically a standard magazine rifle format orientation, semi-automatic rifle blaster thing. Instead of having like a mag through the grip, like the Apollo and the Helios and the Hera and stuff like that, it'll be like, hey, I'm a standard rifle-y thing that you put on your shoulder and everything's all hunky-dory. So, because apparently the blasters themselves are the same between the Dart one and the rival one, it's just the magazine well thing is different. But this one has a standard, like a strife-style pusher, and so I'm thinking if I can basically take this and make it into essentially an upside-down velocity or accelerator. The Dart Zone rival blaster has like a standard magwell type magwell with a standard strife style pusher, but it's upside down. So I'm thinking, well, can you do the same thing with a magazine going in the bottom? Because the thing is pretty cool looking. It's a rather attractive, a rather handsome blaster. Well, that's neat. Oh my gosh! These wheels are enormous. Okay, wow. Just take a minute to appreciate those. Okay. Hang on a second. I gotta back up. What the heck are you guys doing? I got so distracted with this bizarre thing in my possession that that I'm not catching up with chat. Okay. So cool caps, can knock off. Yes. Detachable. Stock is not detachable, so to speak. It does have a hole in it, and there's apparently a mount there. So you do have to, I guess. There we go. It apparently probably came in one piece, but he had to break it down to fit it in the Hasbro box. So, mystery one solved. Brett is mocking me for my zigzagazine. So, apparently he's jealous of my spontaneity and cleverness. But we knew that already. Where do we find this blaster? This was on Evike, EVIKE.com. It's like a weird airsofty site, but they had these things, and this was on sale. It's still a bit pricey by the time it got shipped, but I'd already had in my heart all planned out this cool rival blaster. So it was one of those where it's like, okay, thank you, patrons. You just bought me this really neat thing. So I apologize if any of you who are investing in me are looking at this and going, why am I investing in this? This is a weird thing. I don't want... This thing is surprisingly lightweight. It still feels solid, but it's like lightweight where you can just be like, blam, pistoly, pistol, pistol. So that's exciting. Need to get Mr. Nathan a live studio audience. That's what you guys are. Well, just insert the generic audience laughter in your head. Where does he get all these wonderful toys? Are you talking about me, or are you talking about Buff Daddy? Because Buff Daddy, I don't know what the heck that dude's thing is, but he gets all sorts of weird stuff, and it's great. So, we are listening. That sounds so... That sounds so ratchet. I don't know what that means. Is it bigger than the cam? Let's find out. Hi, buddy. Box. Okay. Okay, so we got Cam and we have would-be Cam, who's apparently Cam's slightly chunkier, your older brother. So it obviously doesn't have the extension as far up front. You'll have the magwells. Shape is similar. I would say length is about the same. Real estate is about the same. Doesn't have the thing here, so it's a little shorter. It does have a really dopey little mag release, like the Cam does. Like, And it's kind of funny because there's like, your finger just kind of rolls off. I don't know if that'll release sufficiently. Okay. Yeah, I don't really have a ton of faith in that, but I'm sure it's functional. Okay. So yeah, very, let's see, let's get this dude in here. Good fit about there. Roughly the same. I would say roughly the same. Not any noticeable size difference in scale exactly, like some of these knockoffs tend to be. A bit goofy. Rival rifle, fun to say. Indeed. You'll be hearing that more often with this build, I'm sure. Yes, Catherine, you love them wheels, I'm sure. Everything's detachable with a saw. Yes, thank you, Alex. That's, thank you. Modular Velcro. Boy, you people are going nuts in the chat. What the heck's wrong with you people? Thank you, Alice, for taking me out of context. That's going to come back to haunt me more than once, I'm sure. Good description of Bryant? Yeah. What does it fire? It fires, apparently, these really crappy little Valentine-type darts. Oh, and little sucker deals. So that's neat. It is just a standard dart-firing thing. You know what? For the heck of it, this is just stock, right? It's all stocky. What the heck batteries does this even take? I'm assuming AA's, because that would be convenient. I like the extra security of not only does it have the screw, but it also has the little snappy catch thing that's really stiff. So, good heavens, 46 batteries. Oh, do I have that many? Okay, we're going to be edgy again, and we're going to mix all the different kinds of batteries from random whatevers, different brands, different ages, and whatnot, just to see what this thing actually sounds like and does, because it's got to take a ton of juice to get those gargantuan flywheels moving. So I'm going to put my faith in the little snappy catch thing and get rid of the screw, because the screw bothers me. So oh boy, that sounds weak. Correct. Sorry, there's a bit of a miscommunication, confusion in the chat. It has a rival style cage with a wider gap, but a standard dart magwell, because there is a rival version of this that has a different insert here that takes kind of a chaos type magazine. It's like 3 stacks of 6 or something, kind of a proprietary guy. But they apparently designed the magwell or the flywheel cage to accept both, so it's kind of like sucks at both. But technically, this one fires these. The other one, which I believe is blue, has the weird rival magazine. So this is technically a dart magazine with a very rival-looking cage that can fire rival. So yeah, that's pretty weak. Okay, so rival cage can fire leads but suboptimal. Correct. That's why this is the big news here, which is a modified cage, which apparently has standard rival-ish gap. But this guy has 130s, and so there is receivers here for 130s. So I'm going to run something beefy in there, apparently, to spool up those wheels. But it is basically like rival wheels, rival gap with 130s. Could probably get in and like the bore here is big enough to fit the 360s or whatever the rival type wheel motors are, which I do have a Chaos over here that I just got from the local guy who was like, hey, I got this Chaos that doesn't work, so here you go. So I can rob the motors out of it if I wanted to, but I think we'll try some 130s first and just see how it does. Or not 130s necessarily. I think I got some 180s. Do I have 180s? I might not have 180s. We'll see. But, okay. Evike are sleazy secondhand car dealer of Airsoft. Okay, that explains it. Because some of their stuff did look a bit weird, but it was still overpriced. So I was like, yeah, whatever. I'm not going to go there. But that does sound accurate. What epoxy putty do I use? Trick question. I don't use epoxy putty. I use DevCon Plastic Welder. But other people use epoxy putty, and that's okay, because we can still be friends. Plastic quality. It's kind of got the weird, like, China gloss, is I guess what you'd call it, where it kind of looks cheap looking at it. The handle is a bit creaky, but it also might just need the screws snugged. That didn't help. That didn't help. Okay, it's got a bit of twist to it. I'll say that right there. But overall, it doesn't feel like sometimes you pick up a knockoff and you just feel gross. Like you're like, yeah. This feels workable. It has more of a, not kind of like Dart Zone, like maybe older Dart Zone stuff. The newer stuff, especially like the, whatever they call it, the rival compatible stuff, feels pretty solid. But the regular Dart Blasters still kind of have that China feel. That's kind of where I'd put this guy. It doesn't give me confidence holding on to it, but it feels like it has potential, which is a different thing, and that goes a long way, I think. Bray. Cam is easily my favorite blaster shell out there. The Cam is just, unfortunately, underrated. It was overpriced and overhyped and everything like that, but if you get one cheap, and I didn't, it is a really comfortable blaster. The stock is like maybe half an inch too short, but I do like them kind of compact anyway. I've already talked about all this stuff on my Cam video, but once you get it dialed in and you get all of its stupid little sins corrected, then it's actually a pretty nice little blaster. It's comfortable. It's all self-contained. Mag release can go a long way. Now, once you get it once you fix all of its ills, then it's pretty solid. The camera still sucks. You're not going to get around that ever. But the shell itself is just really, really well done. I do have to give props to whoever the poor guy is that was at Hasbro that probably got fired who designed this, because we're not seeing anything like this again for a while, I'm afraid. Okay, it'd be cool if you make a modular magwell so you could switch from Elite to Mega HR. Chris, the unfortunate thing is that Megas are so dang big. Like, that's already, like... Come on now. Don't be silly. Yeah, that's... You'd have to have something a little bit longer there. But... Also, like, the Chaos, I was originally, like, a long time ago, going to play... In fact, I think it's on Instagram if you go way back. Was playing with the idea of converting a Chaos to Megas using Mega Magazine, but you would have had to do a whole lot of cutting to move the magwell forward and stuff like that. I know... Is it Evan Williams? No, it's, yeah, one of the Foam Freaks guys. I can't remember who the heck it is doing a Chaos with a Mega Magwell, and I'm hoping it works out, because I actually talked to some people who tried it, and they couldn't get the conveyor to actually feed these very well. So, we'll see. But, no, Chris, with the convertible parts, basically, I think the magwell is the only difference between the Elite and the rival of this thing. So I'm sure there'd be a way to modify it to where you could remove it fairly easily, because, like I said, the flywheel cage is supposedly the same. So there is potential. Oh, trust virus in the mag. That'd be a weird thing. I wouldn't like that. Ed, liking the screw in here was more of a, I was being ironic. Like, I was kind of mocking the fact that, hey, they've got, like, redundant catch things. So I didn't like personally like that's great that they have the thing on here too. That's swell. It was more like a hey dorks, what the heck, you know, like two different people designed it. But I stand by my second opinion of I hate the screw. So for the record. Catherine likes the maniacal laugh as you turn it on. Yes, I've I've heard that one before. Wonder if the rival one has better motors. Apparently not. Apparently it has the same anemic little 130s that are probably like RM2s, probably. Just from... Wait, no safeties? Oh, it's got a safety there. Wow, that is awful. It's I don't know if you can actually hear it, but it's just like it makes me feel tired. Pushing the button and like waiting for it to rev up, it's like I feel like I gotta go shave again or something. It just that's a long time. Okay. When darts hit something, it makes a noise like a squeak. Okay, bro, when the darts hit something, it should make a noise like a squeaky toy. Actually, when I got a Titan like a couple years ago, I got a Titan, and the tip is also like ridiculously squishy. Like the last 2 inches is just nothing but squish, so that way it doesn't like fracture your skull when you get hit. But it's got a little vent, like an air release vent on the side of the head. And I thought, how great would that be to take like the squeaker out of like a dog toy or something and jam in the hole? That way, when the poor sap gets beamed with the giant Titan rocket, he get the insult to injury of having the thing squeak like a cartoon character when you get hit. So that way, like when they're mopping you up off the ground, then they're like, "Yeah, dude, that thing squeaked when it hit you." So that will happen at some point when I can find a dog toy that has like the separate squeaker or whatever. Like they seem to be all molded in now. Like the old school ones had like the separate little squeaker insert thing that plugged in. So I need to find one of those, but I will totally have a squeaking Titan rocket someday. Killing a chaos to make a jank off. Yes, Ed, it's a chaos that was thrifted, doesn't have a magazine, doesn't have a battery door, but it's got motors. So that's really all I need, and I have 2 other chaoses that already donated their mags to the one killer chaos, so it's gonna be okay. Cyber Warrior, hey Mr. Nathan, how's it going? It's going excellent. Oh, excuse me, how's it hanging? We're not gonna talk about that. We're doing good though. Everything's great over here. Not sponsored. We can still be friends even though you're wrong. Yes. I can see. Delightful. Sounds fun. Howdy. Contact. Thanks, Catherine. You're really quick on it today. Hamlet's nope. Can't stay for long. So I'd say hi, pleasure meeting you. Same, Cyber Warrior. I always see you moving around in the chats and stuff, the Discords and whatnot. So it's nice to see you as well. It's always nice to meet people in person that you've seen online. I mean, not always. Some people are jerks everywhere, and I hate them. But the people that I want to meet are great to meet. So there's that. Homely, I think it was Paige. That sounds more correct. I can never get those guys straight for whatever reason. Get the differences between them straight. How's that? Alexander, make use the brick mag. No, that will not be happening. The brick mag is going to go somewhere else. Motor sound worse than stock. Yeah, I would say these actually are worse than stock Nerf motors for sure. Cheddar Avenger, you can actually buy squeaker refills if I recall. Okay, I'm going to do some research then. And yes, there will be a video whenever the squeaky Titan comes out. That will be a video for sure. There we go. Okay. Sepran Brick Mag is the big dopey worker thing that I don't like, but some other people do, and that's okay, because we've already discussed differences of opinion. It's that freaking mess is the Brick Mag. everybody else can call it the Worker Double Stack 40 round mag. I'll continue to call it the Brick because. We have done a video about the Brick mag. Cannot confirm. Yes, I actually saw that this morning when I woke up, but I wasn't ready to handle your videos this early in the morning. So I'll probably do that while I eat lunch. How to fix a Brick mag. That's okay. It'll still go to somebody else. Would have been great here. Been scoring a great time. Okay. Whew. Okay. So, what the heck are we looking at here? What do you think, guys? There's 23 of you here. How about you put up a vote? You want to open this thing up and see if we can make it cooler? Or do you want to call it a day? And this will magically show up at some other point and be working good. Whoa, hey, wait a minute. Check this out. We got like a Picatinny-ish thing here, and then like totally Nerf rail here. Are either of them actually compatible with what they look like they're compatible with? Actually, we can see if this guy is Picatinnish. Where's his deal? I don't have a ton of faith here, but that's to be expected, so... Sweet heavens to Betsy, this might actually be Picatinny. Okay, so we have... Yeah, that's, actually, that is spot on, I'd say, as far as the fit. So, yeah, we got a rival knockoff cam thing-ish with an actual Picatinny. And do I have anything Nerfy around somewhere? Maybe not. Okay, use your own dumb upside-down scope comments. But, okay, actually, it's, it doesn't have the little clicky inner snappy deal, but it does have a, what I would call an appropriate fit. So, I don't think I put a foregrip on there since there's no way for it to actually stick on. But, I guess if you had like one of those clampy on type, like a 3D printed accessory or whatever, that is doable. So, you have Nerf rail and actual Picatinny. So that's interesting. Okay. That dude there, that dude there. Boop. Okay. Alright. What the heckins? Let's open this bad boy up. For the sake of science and curiosity and things. Kittens or something, I don't know. Now I'm going to hope that this thing comes off in like a bunch of different pieces, kind of like the cam does, so I don't actually have to take the whole darn thing apart if I don't want to. Nope, no such luck. Wait. That's intriguing. That's a stupid mag release thing. Okay. Hey, look at this. Actually talked to Alice about one of these. I know I think I already showed you. This is apparently the, yeah, it's the little jam door safety. It's this dopey little switch, as seen in, what, Fireflies and Nightfinders, but it's like two pieces of metal with a contact and like a little thing, and so it's like the most rudimentary, basic, dopey switch, but it's technically a switch, so it actually does do things, so there's that. So yes, all the power coming from the batteries to the motors goes through this stupid thing here. So, if that's not a choke point for power, I don't know what is. But I do know what is, so that's irrelevant. But I don't know what elephants have to do with it. That's a wide sling point, oh my gosh. It actually works as like the back of the grip. Like, it doesn't, like, it's almost the full width of the grip and everything, but it's a sling point, kind of, if you have the world's biggest clampy deal. So that's... Huh. Okay. Whatever. It's, okay, kind of a basic pusher guy. Okay. This guy goes like that. Okay. Let's be safe and remove the batteries. And everything else inside, apparently. Okay. So, all of my cool things fell out, but that happens sometimes. Huh. Hey! This calls for an investigation. Hey, it's like a, bigger switch, as seen in Rival Blasters and the Stampede and stuff like that. And the button actually pushes on the dang button, as well as the release. So that's neat. Good job, you guys, whoever the heck made this thing. Blaze Storm! Okay. Mr. Nathan, you forgot to isolate side disappointment. Ed, what the heck you talking about, boy? For Blaster to take 6 AA's, boy, those motors sounded like crap compared to 4 AA Nerf Blaster. Yes, that's correct. So, and those batteries were fresh-ish, but, yeah, I think these motors just suck, so... Follow Mr. Nathan because Creeper Crossings or Bob Ross. Everybody in the world has called me the Bob Ross of Nerf modding. That happened like quite early on when I started making videos. People were like, "Hey, it's like Bob Ross," and I was like, "Oh yeah, that Fro dude that talked about trees. That's cool." So yeah, that's which is funny because it's not like a thing. It's just like everybody comes to that conclusion on their own, and everybody tells me like it's some kind of new thing. Like, you know, I was noticing you're just like Bob Ross, and I'm like, "Yep, yep." So, I mean, that's not a bad thing. I have nothing against Bob Ross. He's a very chill dude. But, yeah, it is just interesting that everybody comes to the same conclusion. Which it's always good when I can help people agree on something, right? We're all friends here. Wish I knew why this thing won't come out, though. Why are you stuck? Oh, I missed the screw in the middle. It's hiding. Okie dokie. Get out of there. Fro wig. I actually had access to a fro wig once upon a time. My brother had it, and I borrowed it once in a while for something. And I was like, "Hey, what happened to that fro wig?" And he's like, "I don't know." I was like, "Could you find it?" And he's like, "Yeah, probably not." So I was actually going to have a cool, gimmicky Bob Ross video, like the joy of modding kind of thing, but it didn't happen because I couldn't get the fro wig. I do have to appreciate the gargantuan bore, Catherine, no, of this barrel though. It's like, which I guess yeah, it is about rival size. This is out of a Apollo, so yeah, it's actually like dead on with the Apollo or a rival bore. So that's actually kind of neat. Like, oh yeah. There's all kinds of room for those things to move around. I'm not going to say balls because we have some viewers watching. Okay. So that, where the heck did that go? That goes there. That goes... I don't know where anything goes. Okay. Edskar has no idea who Bob Ross is. You are so uncultured, it makes me sick. Somebody educate that boy. Oh. Lots of squeakers on their way to you, Mr. Nathan. Lots of squeakers, lots. Oh, boy. I'm not sure if that's just an Alexism, or if there's going to be a gargantuan box of squeakers coming to my house, or more appropriately to the P.O. Box, which is going to be really hard to explain to the P.O. Box people when they're like, yes, here's your box, why the heck is it squeaking? And I go, I got weird people that send me things, which then they're going to start, like, opening all of my mail all the time. Edskar, literally live on the other side of the planet. You don't have the internet or anything on your side of the planet? Need to make an emoji for our Discord of Nathan looking disappointed and then make the shortcut, Catherine. No. Ah. Oh yeah, speaking of which, I was going to get an invite there so I could hang out with the cool kids, but I never got it. So I don't hang out with you guys. Okay. It doesn't just leap on there, but it will go eventually. So, okay, I'm confident enough. And sometimes that's all you need. Sometimes that's all you can get. So, not in the 1970s, he didn't. Bob Ross is still on the internet. I mean, there's Bob Ross memes out the wazoo right now. I'm sure if you Googled Bob Ross right now, you'd find yourself a very, very enlightened man, Ed. So, you go do that, and then you can thank me later. Imagine putting squeakers in mega darts and firing them out of a mastodon. Wouldn't have enough air volume. Actually, I wonder if you would, but it'd just be so darn high pitched, it'd just make all the dogs in the neighborhood freak out. Which would be something fun on its own. Anyway, so, huh. I'm just going to leave that hanging for anybody else who wants to pick it up. Okay. Brother signed me up for a Bob Ross fan club when we were kids. Just it's probably worth something now. Go knocking Bob Ross, boy. Wait, Alice, I've been warned. Do I need to go back through the chat? Why have I been warned? Okay. I have 10, but actually did not. Giant box of squeakers. Oh boy. Okay. So what the heck motors do we put in this guy? What's the beefiest dudes I got? Squeaky boffer. Ah, potential. What about receiving squeakers in the mail? Okay, well, we'll take it as it comes, I guess. Chain. Alice, this is a printed cage. It's seems to have been printed facing down because it's very smooth here, and then we got some kind of hangy dudes here. You'd have to talk to Buff Daddy about that because I am not totally sure. I'm not well versed in 3D printing yet. Catherine, sigh. Do you ever watch Doug DeMuro videos? I don't. I don't know what the heck you're talking about. Happy Little 130s right over here. Okay, Chris, you're still here. I was just looking at motors, and would you be opposed? Where the heck did I put my stuff? There we go. These guys. You endowed me with a pair of Krakens, Chris. Would you be opposed? Jeepers creepers. Wow. Neat. Okay. Would you be opposed to these Krakens being used as the belly of this unique experiment? And then someday, if when I get the other cage or if I bust these out, we can put the bigger motors in. But at least for the sake of an experiment, are you okay with that? Okay. Buff Daddy, how are you? I didn't expect this, so I have another one coming in the mail this week at some point. So that'll be interesting. It's tight fit, but have fun. Don't say that when Catherine's in here with Alice, because here it comes. Oh, that's very nice. Okay, initial observations here. The bearing doesn't stick out too far to cause fitment issues with the flywheels. So that's nice to know right up front. Edscar, thank you very much. Where the heck did I put that stuff? Okay, let's take a minute to appreciate the Loctite. That you pick it up and you say, oh, this must be the red Loctite. No, it's the blue Loctite, even though it's in a red container. Because stupid. And would you believe the red stuff comes in a blue bottle? And at that point, you hope that somebody lost their job, whoever designed that. Oh, thank you, Alice. That would have been a great time to be like, "Yep, let's get cracking." Cracking, to be like, "Hey, let's get started on this thing." The wonderful pun being these are Kraken motors. So, yes, that is a pun right there. Good going, Alice. Way to keep it all, family appropriate and stuff. Hats off. I'm not wearing a hat. Joke made me crack up. Okay. Thanks, Ed. Way to pick up the rebound on that one. I'm gonna take this stock and like stick it over here so I don't forget it. Otherwise, I'll put the thing back together and forget the stock, and then I'll be upset. And I don't want to be upset because I don't have to work today. So any day that I can be not upset is a good day, right? Right. Okay. We're rolling. Okay, we have a thingy with deals in it, so we're that much cooler now. Let's get this stuff out of the way. Mod powers. Mod powers. How do I set up mod powers? I need mod people. If I'm going to do this more often, I probably have somebody kind of policing this joint when I'm not looking. So, anybody who's paying attention here, how do I set that up? Can I set that up here? Do I have to go inside, do it on the computer or something? Or how do I do that? I looked at it once and couldn't figure it out, so I gave up. Because sometimes I do that. I am currently on mobile. Technically, it's on an iPad. In fact, hey look, here you guys are. I have it set up on the PC. I figured as much, but I have never streamed. Oh, weird. Hang on a second. We're going to go on a field trip. Ready for a field trip? Watch this. Stuffing things. Hey, sleepy face. Come on, let's go. Come on. Light. Bing. Okay. I'm gonna sit you guys down for a second. But hey, we're still cool, so hang on. Doing this. Do. Nope. Do. Bingo. Oh, computer time. What the heck is this? This and no. My fingers are cold and they don't like typing. Okay. What the heck, you guys? House is much more clean. Our house was a disaster until like last night before when we had to clean it for Thanksgiving. So hang on a second. Are you guys? Okay. Can we do this? Flip you over. Hey, there you are. Okay. So look at the thing. I can't set the thing up. Okay. Oh, no, don't do that. Don't do that. You're trying to do that? Don't look at me. That's weird. Actually, hey, let's do that. You're going to look at me looking at that thing. So, there, you can look at my neck for a minute. Okay, so we're on YouTube. Log into not that thing, that thing, that thing, that one. And so, hey, it says I'm live. That's cool. In the thing. It's the slip you around. There, that'll make a whole lot more. Okay. Bathroom. Don't be dumb. Hey, look. It's my YouTube thing. So, if you desires have a bad hemorrhage, get going, use for that, you're reading stuff, that kind of... Okay. Alright. So, let's hold here. You know, want to see something cool? Let's get rid of that. Hey, look, it's us. Look, aren't we being cute? Isn't that fantastic? Look, it's us with the dog. Anyway, so, hey, at the thumbnail. That was good. Where's the thing? That's the thing. Okay, so it's like, no, that doesn't sound right. Nope. Channel, no. Home, no. Where's the thing where I do things? Is that over here? That sounds about right. And channel? No, that doesn't sound right. I don't know. Does anybody want to give me a pointer here and tell me how to set this crap up? Is there a live thing where it's like, live dashboard? Nope. Looking. You sent me a Discord message. Hey, cool, let's go to Discord then. Can I do Discord over here? Yeah, is it over here? There we go. Boy, this is getting weird now. So, I don't know what that means. Hey, somebody's calling me. So if the phone's vibrating and making noise, it means somebody's calling. That's just getting weird now. There's so much stuff going on all at once. Alex, why are you calling me on the thing that I'm streaming with? Can we do this? Hang on a second. Okay, we back up. Okay. I'm gonna set you here on this nice smelly candle. Oh, my computer's talking to me and it sounds just like me. Oh, stop it. Get quiet. Quiet. There we go. Okay. Oh, that was weird. Okay. Gotta get caught up. Everything's all weird now. Okay. Thing to do things. Stream, click this. Promo on the channel right there. Promo on the channel right there. Everybody's getting weird. Sorry, everybody. Things got really weird here. So, yeah. What the heck? What? Alice is now moderator. Who else we got here? For sure. And Chris, you're a pretty swell guy. I'm going to go ahead and make you because I trust you a lot. And Ed, I shouldn't, but I will anyway. because it seemed like a pretty straight shooter, even if you don't know who Ed Roth is. Ed Roth? Bob Ross. Whew. Yeah, you probably don't know who Ed Roth is either, but that's a different thing. So, who else? And Alex, you're in too. I don't know how often you're going to be here, but you can wield the hammer as well. Thanks everybody for hanging on. If you're still hanging on, 31. Oh my gosh, there's so many people here, and everybody's like, "Why are we looking at like, what is that?" Things are getting weird. Okay, apologies. That'll get us rolling for a while anyway. Okay, so anyway, we'll do this and go. Hey, look at those swell people. And we'll put them to bed, and it's not bedtime. Come on. Look out. Come on, let's go outside. Stuffing things. All right. Okay. Now we're hanging up in the air again, and we'll plug that thing in so we don't die, because nobody likes to die in the middle of the stream, because I do that too often. Okay. Now we're back. Apologies again. So, okay. Whoa, where the heck were we? Okay. Now we have people with unbridled power, so that'll be great later on, I'm sure. We're making this thing awesome. So everything is awesome. It's in the song. Everything's cool when you're part of the team. Good grief. Okay. That's there, that's there. That's like that. It goes... Okay. And as streams continue to get all streamy and stuff, then we'll add or subtract moderators as needed. We just at least got somebody here who is fairly regular to kind of keep control of things, because sometimes things get out of control. And we're just not going to let that happen, are we? Unless it's fun. Things can get fun and out of control. I've been there a time or two myself. Okay, we now have a goofy blaster that wants to be rival but isn't quite committed, that now has no power. So, let's try to correct that. Okay, we got just making sure we get all pieces in place here. The idea is to, hang on a second, it's gotta go away. And come over here to the thing. Okay. Okay, so we have an Apollo magwell. The plan is to take this guy and slide him in here wherever the heck he needs to fit, which that's going to be weird. So that here. Because reasons. So okay. So the idea is to take one of these guys and fit him here so that this guy can go pew. We have a very insufficient pewer though. So the catch is we need flywheels to sit here that are really big. Can we get these things off? I don't even know how to get these things off. Maybe they'll be like the cheap ones and just fall off. That'd be super neat. I'm just going to sneak over here for a second. So we can pry these bad dudes off. Hey, bad dudes. They just leapt right off there like they're eager to get that way. So I don't know what that means for high torquey type motors. So we may put a little bit of the blue stuff that's red, or vice versa, on there. So actually, let's, where's the stuff and things? Did I put that away? I love it when I put things away, because it means it's easier to find. Okay. Alexander, what did you miss? Good heavens, man. Everything in the world happened. We went on a field trip, and we looked at pictures, and we gave people unbridled power, and made other people happy, and some people got upset and left. It's just been a really wacky day. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's not a whole lot holding those guys on. So why don't we do a little bit there? I'm not going to say anything about rubbing stuff on the shaft because that'll make other people say things, and then the moderators have to do their job. So we're just going to pretend that didn't happen. I just want a tiny bit. Thank you. I'll put a tiny bit there. Okay. Okay. I don't have the most amount of faith in how well those wheels are on there, but if they just work long enough to work, I guess that's all we need. Or at least to prove a point. We'll go ahead and put some on the end here with a question mark, meaning I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Oh, yes. Sorry. Alex called, and then it made the stream go away. For a second, I thought it'd be really cool that the stream would just get like a blank screen and it would hear Alex talking or me talking or whatever, and it'd be really fun. Instead, it just dropped the whole stream altogether, which was a whole lot less cool than I expected. But we all came back, and that's the important part. So, okay. So we'll take these guys. Oh boy, yeah, there's noticeable amounts more torque on those. So set those there. So this goes here. Call me, not mine. Schedule on this. Wheels different. Yes, these wheels are weird rival wheels, basically. So they're kind of a weird mashup of elite internals and rival stuff. It's weird. It's China, so that's weird. So that's what's going on there. Hold them upside down, no Loctite's drying. Okay, yeah. Like so, okay. Most creepy, they call me. That Loctite works in an anaerobic environment. I don't know what the heck that means, but we're gonna try. We're gonna see what happens. Okay. Okay, so we got this guy who's going to do that, and he's going to sit in line with the bore, which means that grip's going to hang way out, and that's going to be kind of silly looking, but if we make this thing really awesome and like perform well, that's going to be spectacular. So let's stick this guy here for a second just to hold everybody in place. Figure, okay, we probably need this guy to sit as close to that as possible, which means we need to put some Mondo Extendo on the pusher. Oh. Which I guess I should probably... Probably ought to maintain the little grippy guys here. Hang on a second, I need some rival stuff. Just need to actually pay attention to how the heck these things work, so we don't go undoing too much doing that was done, so we redo the doing. Okay, so that guy pops in. These guys are here to hold everybody in place, but they snap out, so the bolt will close. But there's not much tension needed to push them out. But at least keeps everybody under control. So... okay, so I think what we need to do here... we could eliminate the trigger deal and at least some of this, but I probably want to leave this guy here, the little receiver guy, just to keep everybody in line. So that guy goes there, that guy's there, that guy... yeah, extend over there. Wish this guy didn't stick down so far, but we're kind of bound to that. So it may just look like a Magwell with a grip hanging out of it, which is still going to look really weird. But I guess we could build something around it. Or something? I don't know. Let's get the thing functional before we make it cool. Which is kind of backwards of how I usually am. So... okay. Ed Scar, your name's Blue because you're cool, so don't worry about it. It means you show up once in a while, and you're a fairly respectable guy as far as I can understand right now, so don't blow it. If you turn into a jerk, then you can get a normal name like everybody else, but that's not such a bad thing either. But I needed people to be around to shut other people down if needed, so that's where we're at there. Okay, so I guess let's get this weird trigger business out of here first. Okay, so has anybody been paying attention to how long we've been doing this? Because it doesn't tell me on my thing here. This is probably going to blow up, and that's going to hurt my feelings. Close enough. Okay, so we got a springy dinghy, but no longer. We don't need a safety because that's for people who want security, and I'd rather have freedom. So, because that's how I roll. And let's put this guy there again. Okay, so we got a Magwell with things. Okay. Just don't need that because we just need to know that the bore is in line here. How's that going to fit there? Just going to have to be trimming quite a bit off of that, I reckon. I should clean up my mess. I say that a lot. So, let's mark that guy, cut him out too. Figure this guy's got to come off right about there. We'll cut that dude out too. And what the heck, we'll cut off this guy. Okay, so we can at least rough him out so we can cut him later. Alright. Okay. That looks really cool. That counts for something. Okay, I guess it also means we need to take out... The guy's gonna be there, so we can take out... roughly. Okay. I guess that means we're approaching Dremel time, which also means I need to uncover a lot of this junk so I can find Dremel things. So, do we ever get a timestamp here of who, how long we've been doing this? 84 minutes, good heavens. That sounds like a great time to stop. So I think maybe, what the heck, we'll shut things down for today. Got some really cool stuff. Got a interesting project from Buff Daddy. We got a weird scope thing from China. We got flywheels and cages from Dr. Chris, which is excellent. Thank you very much. I think we'll call it quits for the day. I'll do some cutting on this and rough some things out. And instead of trying to build this thing all on live, because that would be really awkward, I'll just kind of maybe pop in later, maybe later this week. Actually, my wife's going to be out of town for like the next 10 days or so, so I'll probably get bored, and I'll probably do a little bit of streaming next week. I might not do packages. I mean, if I get packages, so be it. We'll be doing that. But I might just pop in and kind of give you guys updates on this. Instead of doing like video series, we'll just talk about it and hang out and be cool. Because there's nothing wrong with that, unless you guys don't like it. But, I don't know, what do you guys think of the like, opening packages video stream thing? I mean, is that cool? You guys digging that? Would you rather see something else, or I don't know. But I guess let me know some way or whatever. But yeah, I think we'll shut it down, and yeah, we'll catch up with you guys maybe later this weekend. So I suppose the appropriate thing would be to say, wishing blue skies and green lights to you and yours, and may all your troubles be teeny weeny ones.